Welcome everyone to Gateway, Colorado, a gorgeous part of the country that is also one of the world's premier off-roading meccas. We hope you tuned in last night to the video reveal of our all-new revolutionary GMC HUMMER EV, a first-of-its-kind supertruck developed to forge new paths with zero emissions. The HUMMER EV is the ultimate expression of performance and capability, which is exactly why we're here today. The rugged terrain and majestic vistas surrounding us are precisely the types of locations where consumers will bring their HUMMER EVs. The HUMMER EV is also a perfect fit for GMC. It epitomizes the innovation and engineering excellence that have served as the foundations of our brand for well over a century. It is bold, capable, and precisely crafted, and provides truly remarkable on- and off-road capability, along with a quiet, all-electric propulsion system, all packaged in a design that takes luxury to new heights. Today, we want to take you deeper into the GMC HUMMER EV story, including its design, EV battery system, and off-road capability. Along with me here today, and back at GM headquarters in Michigan, are many of the men and women who've passionately collaborated to bring HUMMER EV to life. Today, they're excited to share their stories and inspirations to help you understand and appreciate all that's gone into creating this revolutionary supertruck. So, let's start things off where it all began, by exploring exactly how HUMMER EV came to be and why our design and engineering teams were incredibly eager to take on this challenge.
I've been a part of the GMC heavy-duty truck team since 2001. And the first thing you learn is that truck customers accept no compromises. And the GMC customer takes that attitude to the next level. We took that no compromise attitude when assembling our team of experts to design, engineer, validate, and build the HUMMER EV. And it's not just a team of experts, but of passion. And this passion has created the most capable factory truck we've ever produced. It is an absolute beast. Our engineering team never took no for an answer, and neither did the design team.
To design an all-electric HUMMER EV is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but it's also a huge challenge. Let's face it, there are no shortages of opinions about this truck. That was the task laid before us. How do you design something so instantly recognizable, yet challenge everything we know about it? Flip it on its head. We kicked off this program on April 1st of 2019, just 18 months ago. No kidding. The performance team that had worked on the C8 Corvette transitioned to this project, and from the start, we basically worked around the clock. It was a true collaborative effort between all of the design teams.
We had a unique opportunity. Create something instantly recognizable while challenging everything you know as a zero-emissions, zero-limits electric supertruck. How do you create a dramatic sense of scale and unmatched presence that is also tech-forward and tough?
The HUMMER EV, it's both rugged and approachable. It's perfect for any adventure. The overarching design language, it's technical, capable, and it's contemporary. The HUMMER EV profile, it is unmistakable, with off-road proportions and a wide stance. The headlamp lighting, it's premium, it's high-tech, and it's unexpected. It's also expressive when charging, and at walk-up, the vehicle comes alive.
Our exterior color has a refined but impactful presence. Our goal was to provide a strategy that embodies the look and feel of modern adventure. Our colors and materiality are technical in feel and utilitarian in execution. For our exterior, we have high-gloss uppers, a striking white body color, and lowers with a subtle metallic fleck. With bright and dark finishes, our badges complement the visual contrast within the exterior and the interior. As a vehicle that is intended for exploration on all sorts of terrains and environments, our infinity roof and sky panels provide you the opportunity to experience your adventures with a panoramic view. These panels are transparent as well as removable, so you can configure your roof and sky panels to best suit your journeys. And best of all, the sky panels easily store in the frunk. With the engine no longer in the front of the vehicle, the compartment ahead of the cabin is now a convenient storage area.
The Multi-Pro tailgate is essentially two tailgates in one. Raising and lowering these two tailgate panels in a different combination allows Multi-Pro to take on a variety of different roles. And it fits right in with the GMC truck family.
Our Lunar Horizon interior, featured here in Edition 1, has high contrast color blocking in sky cool gray and jet black, and striking decor in a tech bronze metallic finish. This interior leverages the opposition of warm and cool tones to create an environment that is truly unique, bold, but harmonious. It is both purposeful and highly technical, and the analog toggles are blended with a digital cinema-like user interface.
I think the first thing people are going to notice inside the interior of the GMC HUMMER EV are these large floating displays. We have a 12.3-inch instrument cluster, a General Motors first 13.4-inch touchscreen, as well as a secondary display that's specific for climate controls. Our interface on these displays are very robust, and you can custom tailor them to your desires. We have multiple layouts you can choose from the instrument cluster, as well as zones inside there that you can change if you want. And then in the touchscreen, the 13.4-inch gives us a large enough canvas to be able to do two applications at the same time. The interface for this experience is a blend of sophistication and attitude with these technical science fiction graphics that look like they're floating on top of a lunar terrain. The interface itself will evolve throughout the day, really dramatic and moody at night, but then during the day you get a really bright, clean interface that gives you the best contrast and visibility. The motion and 3D graphics in this system is unlike anything you've ever seen in a vehicle before, and it's made stronger by our partnership with Epic Games using the Unreal Engine. When we look specifically at the touchscreen area, we're offering an unprecedented amount of information for off-road enthusiasts, and something that's really unique to that is this Pro View to give full screen access to 3 different customizable widgets, as well as integrating that with our virtual auxiliary switches that you can customize the name of, as well as change the iconography to really make it your own.
In addition to the incredible design elements, in order to bring this revolutionary super truck to life, we knew that we also needed to have groundbreaking EV technology under the skin.
I remember the first time I drove an electric vehicle. Since that moment, I've been convinced that EVs are the way of the future. I've subsequently led the charge that not only can you have an awesome vehicle that rivals its internal combustion counterparts, but one that massively raises the bar while creating a more sustainable future. It's simply a better experience. Instant torque, crazy power, Ultium fast charging capability. And the structure is now one with the propulsion system. The GMC HUMMER EV is a super truck that will change perceptions about what an electric vehicle is, and it'll lead us all into a zero-emission future.
I'd like to introduce you to the HUMMER EV. Now, this is the first vehicle to use GM's Ultium platform. The heart and soul of this system is a 24-module, double-stacked battery system.
The sheer power of the Ultium battery pack enables off-road and performance features that will really set us apart. And we can cool and control these batteries with our architecture for even more performance, from special driving modes like terrain to watts to freedom. But I think the coolest part of the Ultium system is the battery management system, which debuts on the HUMMER EV. And the speed and robustness of communications really sets it apart from a wired system.
And the Ultium platform takes this technology and creates something that we like to call universal charging. We can charge just about anywhere. You can go all the way up to 800 volts and 350 kilowatts on a DC fast charge. This will actually get you about 100 miles charge in only 10 minutes.
But Tim, why do I even need that? With 350 miles of range, that's more than enough to get me to any of the major off-road trails at national parks where I can go mountain biking or hiking.
And one of the neat features here is that when you're up high on a hill and you're coming down the hill to get home, we'll actually generate electricity on the way down, and all this happens through the Ultium drive units. The motor in the front is actually combined with a locking differential for the rock crawling. The rear motors can work in concert with that independently on the driver's side versus the passenger side to give you real control and torque vectoring. Now, with all this capability, you have to make sure that no matter what, these systems are durable. And you have to control all of this torque and all of these different modes of operation with confidence.
And our pure EV propulsion system also holds torque for much longer and through a wider range of speeds than even diesel engines, which is great for both on and off-road.
The HUMMER EV will be the first GMC to offer Super Cruise, the hands-free driver technology that works on over 200,000 miles of highways in North America. And remember I said zero compromise? So with that in mind, we've added automatic lane change, and to bring the HUMMER EV and the outside world together is our eAssist app. This allows monitoring of the vehicle's energy usage, along with setting up a charging schedule conditioning the battery temperature on the way to the charging station, and teaching you how to drive more efficiently to maximize your range and more. All of these cutting-edge EV technologies are aimed at one goal: to deliver the ultimate expression of off-road capability and performance.
Setting a goal to build the most capable factory truck ever required us to handpick a team of GM's most talented and most passionate off-roaders to bring their experience to this program. This team helped develop and build the innovative features and technologies from first-hand experience which allow Hummer EV to conquer virtually any obstacle or terrain. Todd Hubbard and Aaron Pfau live and breathe off-roading and rock crawling outside of work, and now, thanks to Hummer EV, they can also do it at work as well. Mike Colville, who's an experienced off-road racer, is also a member of our engineering team. Together, these off-road experts and our team back home in Detroit brought their years of incredible adventures and knowledge to the Hummer EV. Mike, we've been together since day one, 18 months ago, and it's great having you as part of the team. Tell us a little bit about your background and what it brought to the table for Hummer EV.
You know, I've spent a ton of time in Johnson Valley, California, supporting and racing in the King of the Hammers. And I applied a lot of what I learned into making the Hummer EV even better than what I raced in many ways. A great example is a time I was racing up outer limits, and I broke a half shaft when I was turned hard to the left and accelerated really hard. That was on me. When I started working on the Hummer EV, we created an algorithm that adds more power to the wheels when they're straight.
Well, Mike, I know another important part of racing is being able to lock the differentials. What did racing teach you that influenced Hummer EV development?
Yeah, you know, our race vehicles also did have lockers, and knowing when to use them and when not to use them is very important. So we brought that into the Hummer EV by integrating a front E-locker into our terrain mode to help the customer. We also have a rear virtual locker that controls the wheel spin of the rear wheels. It's pretty amazing.
Well, Mike, you've certainly encountered your fair share of tough obstacles over the years. How will the Hummer EV's four-wheel steering and crab walk help customers navigate through tight places?
Yeah, you know, prior to my racing, I started out in rock crawling, and I actually had a vehicle that had four-wheel steer. So what we did is we created multiple steering modes on the Hummer EV, including crab walk, to make that a lot easier for the customer and more intuitive to navigate tight places.
Well, crab walk is an awesome feature, but four-wheel steer is also going to be great on-road. Aaron, tell us a bit about your off-road experiences and the example we talked about earlier.
I love challenging myself on trails. On a recent trip to Windrock Park last June, I had to navigate a turn with a very aggressive side slope combined with about a 5-foot vertical wall. Thankfully, I got out with only a cracked tail lamp. But I knew at that moment, if I had the ability to steer the rear of the vehicle, I could have crab walked through that thing completely unscathed.
Well, we've created exclusive purpose-built features to help our Hummer EV customers tackle terrain. Thanks, Aaron. Okay, Todd, why don't you speak of some of the incredible vehicle stats that really give the Hummer EV its serious off-road capability?
We have ground clearance of 15.9 inches, an approach angle of 49.7 degrees, and a departure angle of 38.4 degrees. Vertical wall climb greater than 18 inches, and water fording capability of 32 inches.
One of the Hummer EV's amazing features is its available extract mode, which provides up to 6 inches of additional suspension lift. Well, and it's not just about getting out of the toughest situations, it's also about confidently being able to tackle just about any type of low-speed off-road terrain.
The team has done a great job taking our drive modes to the next level. Terrain mode and off-road mode specifically will be huge enablers.
We also spent a lot of time working on the acceleration response to make the truck very precise in technical situations, yet gives you access to the 11,500 pound-feet of torque.
Well, I'm sure you have many experiences going over punishing terrain where the sound of rock scraping against the undercarriage makes you cringe, right?
You're absolutely right, Al. The team has done an incredible job with its underbody armor. We also have underbody cameras, which can actually help you navigate around or above those big obstacles. With all our live camera feeds, it's like having a virtual spotter right inside the truck.
Well, all these features we've talked about also translate into the Hummer EV being an awesome beast on the street as well. And those of you that know me know my passion for performance-oriented vehicles. But working on an EV has allowed our team to unleash capability we could only dream of before. So how do we harness this and unleash more than 1,000 horsepower and 11,500 pound-feet of torque? 0 to 60 in 3 seconds is thrilling enough for any vehicle. But how do we make it even more thrilling? Think of the way a roller coaster ride builds the anticipation. We wanted to generate those same feelings in the Hummer EV, and we do, thanks to what we're calling Watts to Freedom mode. It's an interactive experience that engages the senses. The vehicle conditions its electronics and establishes the ride height for the lowest possible center of gravity. At the same time, you hear this awesome 14-speaker Bose sound system belt out cool music, and when the customer sees ARM, your excitement reaches its peak. That's what Watts to Freedom is all about, delivering the unbridled acceleration only possible with an EV, and completely unexpected for a vehicle of this size. So as fun as Watts to Freedom and going fast are, it's also about delivering exceptional ride and handling. Torque vectoring gives you a more balanced and seamless experience. Add to that precise steering control, along with four-corner air suspension and four-wheel steering, and the Hummer EV provides exceptional vehicle balance and control. Well, guys, it's been an incredible 18 months, and I couldn't have asked for a better team to work with than you, and the rest of the team back in Detroit who are watching this and are as excited as we are.
I thank all of you for tuning in to today's global media broadcast. I hope you've been able to see just how incredibly excited and proud all of us are at GMC to bring this super truck to market. Our revolutionary Hummer EV is truly built for zero limits. Yesterday, we opened up reservations for the Hummer EV Edition 1. The response has been incredible and signals just how excited people are about our Hummer EV.